Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my precious pack, and welcome back once more to VEGA Conflict. Today is a little bit special, and that is because 500 of you have subscribed and 500 of you have joined the pack. I am exhilarated to have each and every single one of you joining me, just talking, interacting. It's phenomenal. It feels good. And today I'm going to try and spam out as many videos as many different games, as many different things as I possibly can. Today's focus, well, the beginning, is going to be VEGA. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the Justice event, and then we're going to jump over to a target attack, which is the Pharmacon DDoS 140, using this fleet, which I will show in a minute. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at something else first, and that is the news feed. Okay. Most people have already read through this paragraph, but the main one I saw was from Nita. Go on, see what is unleashed when you open the hypergates. My brother misplaced trust in these vile creatures cost him his life. I'm tired. I misread that. Even though I'm positive I read it mostly as it was said. Word I misplaced was misplaced. I vow to eradicate all of your accomplices. Whether you die by my hand or by whatever lurks in deep space, the end result will be the same. Enjoy your extinction, humans. You know what? I was starting to grow on you. I was hoping it would be something cool in the future. I mean, we can still have paths and cross with her and things like that in the future, and potentially pull her as a fleet commander because she gets her sorry tail whooped alone by the Umbral fleets, the Pharmacon, things like that. And she comes back to us crawling more or less. But let's hop back into the event. Justice. First three things that I'm going to recommend. The Omega, because it's just going to be a stupidly fun ship based on what I've seen. Second, one Wraith, one Bastion, one Trojan. Not in that order. I would actually recommend the Trojan, the Wraith, then the Bastion first. The reason for that is actually due to the power differences between them. Pharmacon is still the most powerful, and with certain weapons you can do quite a lot. Next up, any recommendations after that are actually going to be blueprint items as usual. So we're going to go with the Zeus, because I've had a great experience with it so far. The Renaissance, because so far it's actually been fairly reliable in higher level combat, as long as you have an on-guard overdrive fleet with it and you're primarily fighting Pharmacon. Next up, the Daemon Battleship, the Inhibitor Battlecruiser, the Bastion, then the Trojan. The Gargoyle Carrier, then the Wraith, in that order, because naturally, who doesn't love the Gargoyle? It is an interesting carrier to say the least. I haven't had any problems with it thus far. Next up, 10 Mark II boxes, 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 and 10 Mark II boxes. And then another 10 Mark II boxes, 5 Mark IIs, 5 Mark IIs, 5 Mark IIs, 5 Mark IIs, and 5 Mark IIs. Unless you want more of the Umbra. But I was recommending that so you could get 2 of each of the other ships. Technology, the new weapon. The Triadic Vulcan. I'm tired, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it correctly. It's now the Triadic Vulcan. In my mind, that is so much worse than it needs to be. Tri-Vulcan? Triadic Vulcan? I'm going to try and slur it as much as I can until it doesn't sound wrong. But you're going to pick up the level 1, level 3, then level 2, because the primary fittings that I'm going to recommend after I test out the ship myself will be the level 3 and level 1, with possibly level 2 for certain fittings. Glance count, I'm actually going to say level 2, level 3, then level 1. And that's mainly because of how the fittings are going for mine. Prime Vulcan, well, it was good. It still is entertaining in my eyes, so Level 132. Xeno Epsilon Echo Cannon. Well, that's an interesting one because it's outshined by the Glance Cannon. And as you're going to see, it works fairly well. And unlike the Glance Cannon, you lose module damage and a few other things. Ricochet 2 times. Alright, level 1, level 2 Epsilon. Pick up a few hammer missiles. Pick up 2 hammer missile 2s and 2 level 1s. Havoc Cannon 1, 3, 2. Nova Cannon 2, then 1. Terra Cannon 2, then 1. Phase Charge Relay 1, then 2. Node Armor 2, and then 1. Ablative Tungsten 1, then 2. Thonian Armor 1, then 2. Ooh, Plasma Screens. Alright. 1, 3, 2. Plasma Screens. 3, 1, 2. Plasma Resonant Armor. All of it. Take all of it. Thermic Disruptor. Pardon me for a minute. And apparently I don't have water there. Or something to drink. Alright. Thermic Disruptors. I would say not to, but I've been using them myself lately. I haven't had any problems with them. So far they've been just adding to the gameplay. So let's say 2 level 1s and 2 level 2s. Sunder Thrusters, okay. Level 1, then 3, then 2. The typical pattern. Plasma Siphon Resistance. Well, resistor, but it applies a base amount of resistance to the ship's armor. I haven't actually used any of them on my Pharmacon ships because I just haven't needed them thus far. But I'd pick up 2 just to be on the safe side. Light Weapon Disruptor, pick up 2 of them again just to be on the safe side. Plasma Echo Resistor, well, I have plenty of them. I have plenty of them, as I was saying, before I was interrupted by my body. And I would actually recommend picking up all of them if possible. The Stasis Resistors, and then the Pierce Resistors. If not, go 2, 2, and 2. Gold prize boxes. Still the same as before, but the drop chance are still ever changing. Would I recommend them? Yes. If you can, pick them all up. If not, go for the silver prize boxes. Beam Capacitor, Rupture Beam, and primarily lower level tech. All good tech for its tier at its time of release, but now a bit useless due to overpowered certain ships. And certain levels. Well, everyone should know by now what I recommend for the tokens, but depending on what you're doing, pick crafting for crafting, ship refit for ship refit, and build time for build time of the matching faction. Resources, well, that's all up to you, depending on what you want and what you need. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what the Grey Wolves are going to be going up against and what they shall be. DDoS 140, and it's going to be a mostly Mark V fleet, well, Mark VI fleet, with a carrier being Mark IV, which I do hope when Deep Space launches I can actually rectify that and correct that little issue with the ship and get it up to Mark VI, because I do have Mark VI credits. But let's go ahead and let's cancel the build, well, the repair time, and let's go find a 140. Welcome to the 140, everybody, and I'm primarily going to allow the AI to control my fleet, as you're going to see. I'm going to mainly focus on using my carrier, but I'm also going to try and shotgun the Segfault with the 2 Zeuses I have. Because so far they've actually done fairly well and reliably at the beginning of the fight against it. So let's just wait for it to get within range, go like this. And I'm not worried about them being damaged due to their shield defense just being absolute. Of course it'll go after the completely built up carrier. Still doesn't help it any. Oh yes, and at full rotation or full strafe, the Zeuses are actually extremely difficult to hit by the AI. Need to quickly correct that course because can't have ships hugging each other. It's a dangerous course they're playing. And I just have to say, the glance cannons hit extremely hard. Just not as hard as these NPC fleets, apparently. Run, little Bastion, run! Oh yeah. Another one down, one left. He's gone. That was 140. I'm slowly replacing each of the ships in the fleet with the Zeuses. I have another Mark IV. Okay, that was the Seg fault. Okay, then I have the Mark IV currently refitting, correct? Yeah. So I need to craft up the Mark V, and I actually have all the stuff ready for it. But that's going to be it for now, everybody. It's getting late. I need to get some sleep. But feel free to leave, like, comment, things like that for the upcoming what we're going to be doing today. And I know that today is the 4th of July, at the time of this recording as well. But what I want to do is I actually want to play through the Justice event a little bit later on and post a video there. So if we're actually majorly playing anything else and record it, which I'll most likely do throughout the course of the week, I want to play VEGA for a bit. But that's going to be it, everybody. Just filling you on the plans and everything like that. If you like the ideas, or if you want to suggest anything, feel free to say so below. If you want to see more combat content in the videos, again, say so below. But that's going to be it, everybody, and as always, I will see you later.